and welcome to 2026. We are the Marvel Talk team, and we're back after a bit of a hiatus. It's been a while, but we're here to talk about 2026 year in Marvel. And we can look at this. Stuart stayed up very, very late. It's checks clock 3 a.m. or 2 or 3 a.m.
He might have got up really, really early, too.
No, he hasn't gone to bed. It's 2 a.m.
I was going to say, I can guarantee he hasn't gone to sleep. I don't know how early it is, but I can guarantee he hasn't fallen asleep yet.
Friday night or Saturday morning for him. It's all good.
It is true.
It's all good.
We are here to talk about 2026. We have a list of all the projects that are announced. And then at the end, we're going to go through some of the rumored projects, the projects that are still in potential production. And we're also going to go over the future movie dates that we have set up. 2 a.m. is basically lunchtime. It's good to be here. Well, let's start with the thing that we're going to be. Yes, we are absolutely happy that Stuart's here. I mean, well, 2 out of the 3 of us are happy Stuart's here. I won't tell you which one of us is probably more annoyed that Stuart's here over the rest of us.
Picks against her, you know.
That's not even the half of it. He knows what he did.
He said that he was here for Ed. So he said that he had to go live because he picked Ed. And he said, "Oh, and you, of course." And then he said, "Well, it's Ed, and then Andre, and then you." But
yeah,
just like
I wasn't
Anybody picking me out of Peggy is making a mistake. I wasn't going to air right now.
I wasn't going to air all the dirty laundry. I was just going to say
I will. He's here.
Well, now that we've alienated one of our 2 viewers, let's go ahead and talk about what we're going to talk about here tonight. So we're here to talk about what is to come from Marvel in 2026. And of course, in line with that means what we're going to be talking about in 2026. Let's start with the first thing that we're going to be talking about. We have not figured out how we're going to review this because they are dropping all of the episodes at once.
Mm-hmm.
Holy crap.
It is indeed Wonder Man. Wonder Man drops January 27th. Unfortunately, this is going to cover Peggy.
Covered up Peggy. No.
That's okay. 10 episodes. Do we know if they're 30 minutes or an hour? Or do we know anything about these yet? It's really hard to plan when we're going to do it if we don't even know how long everything is going to be yet.
Yeah, we've heard 10.
I thought it was 8 episodes.
It is 8 episodes, and it is all releasing on the 27th.
Yeah.
That is what we've got based off of.
Well, I saw 10 today as well. So
I've seen 8 as of officially on Wikipedia as of right now. We've got at least at this, we have a couple trailers. We have a cast. Yahya Abdul-Mateen II is going to be playing Simon Williams, Wonder Man. We have Ben Kingsley coming back as Trevor Slattery again.
Yes.
Demetrius Gross is going to be coming back as Eric Williams. That will be Simon Williams' younger brother. Byron Bowers, Lauren Glazer, Zlatko Buric. For those of you that remember Superman, he was the leader of the foreign country in the Superman movie.
Yeah.
He's going to be playing Von Kovac, who's going to be the director of this movie that this is all based around. The whole Wonder Man premise is that Simon Williams is an actor who gets superpowers. And in this one, they're making sure that the actor doesn't have superpowers beforehand. So I think that's an interesting way to take it. Apparently, it's going to be a bit of a love letter and a joke to Hollywood, from what I understand from different things that I've gleaned off of interviews with some of the cast and directors and things like that.
That always makes me worry when you hear things like that, because you're like, okay, so you get into that little bit of a gray area where you're really either going to alienate all the fans or all the critics, one or the other, right? So it's
I like it. I was going to say, I don't know a lot about Wonder Man. This is one of those spots in Marvel where I am very, very blind to this show.
Yeah, Wonder Man is basically, and they're going to be pulling this as like it's a redo of an old movie thing. in some of the early stuff in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, we've seen like posters for movies in the backgrounds of things with Nathan playing Wonder Man. Yeah. He was playing Simon Williams in a lot of different in the background of a lot of James Gunn related things. This
Didn't
is
have Kingo thing in the background of one shot. I think in Guardians, like it was Kingo in the shot. Yeah.
So we've got Andrew Guest is the head writer of the show, and it is being created and co-created by Destin Daniel Cretton, which is the person who did Shang-Chi. So we've got Marvel people at the helm of this who, at least in my mind, I really enjoyed Shang-Chi. I enjoyed the vibe that we got from that. So hearing that he's the co-creator of this show makes me feel a little bit better. 2 episodes each for directing between Tiffany Johnson, Stella Magni, James Ponsondt, and then Daniel Cretton as well has 2 episodes as well. So 4 different directors for the 8 episodes.
I feel like you're gonna get a more cohesive feel that way, like told that way. I feel like because if you have somebody like two after two after two after two, you're kind of gonna have, and like Andrew Guest is writing on episodes 1, 2, 6, 7, and 8, so you're gonna kind of see I think a through line in there too. Yeah. I mean, it's hard to know because the MCU never really goes super comic accurate, and of course we're bending the Wonder Man rules already with the casting of Yahya as Simon Williams here. We're flipping the script a little. Again, not a bad thing. I like it. It's fine. I think Yahya's a fantastic actor, so I'm very excited to see what he does here. In the comics, just wasn't Simon's brain the one that was used for Vision?
Yes.
The pattern of Vision, and that's because Simon's in love with Scarlet Witch, and that's why Vision is in love with Scarlet Witch, right?
Oh my goodness!
Yeah,
you guys know far more about this than I do.
That's legitimately the only thing I know about Wonder Man is that his brain was the basis for Vision. That's because he died or something. I could be wrong.
Yeah. The West Coast Avengers. Gotta love the shitty West Coast Avengers.
Never read it. Never read it.
Hey Zach and hey Astrid.
Hello. Zach's got a
you got to do the.
Yes, Zach's apparently got the brand new picture of Kendall Gray as the background for his YouTube account. Moving on from Wonder Man,
that?
Something that
who's Kendall Gray?
All right, it's gonna be a 2-person show. It's a 2-person show the rest of the way. Peggy, we got this. Speaking of something we're all very excited for, that we've all talked about, something we do all know, in March, season 2, Daredevil Born Again.
Oh, I can't wait.
Very, very
we gushed over season 1. Like we all just, I think I cannot wait to see the second season of this show, because how season 1 ended, leading to essentially was going to be this war between Daredevil and Kingpin. Like, oh my god, I can't wait! Oh my god,
I definitely plan on watching the first season again before the second season drops as well.
And I can also just let you know, March 4th is the official debut of this episode.
Oh, we have that. Is it going to be weekly?
They have nothing beyond that other than March 4th for the first episode.
I feel with this one, I feel like we're going to get weekly. I can understand Wonder Man because it's not, because again, we got Daredevil. Then we get like a 2-episode drop, then we got 1 per week or something.
Mm-hmm. And then we had another 2 episodes in the middle.
And I think that's how we're going to see something of the same sort, because I don't see this as a drop all at one series. This is a drop 1, maybe 2. That's how I really feel this series will end up doing.
Of course, we're going to be back in the world with Heather Glenn, with Matt Murdock, with Wilson Fisk, with Kristen McDuffie, Karen Page. Some fun additions to the cast for season 2. Matthew Lillard playing Mr. Charles.
What?
Mr. Charles
Matt Lillard?
Matthew Lillard is indeed going to be in this show playing Mr. Charles, who is going to be an antagonist / friend of Wilson Fisk. He is going to be a more worldwide kind of like entrepreneur that's going to work with and slightly against Wilson Fisk, from what I understand.
Okay. I understand people love him for the comedy side of Matthew Lillard, but when I've seen him play bad guys, he is one of the most evil, like, conniving people in the world, and he's so good.
Shaggy in the MCU may be the best comment I'm ever going to see.
But I'm hoping it's Shaggy the rapper, though. That's who I want. I want that Shaggy. I want Shaggy. Shorty, you're my angel guy. That
guy. Moving on from that, we also have, making her return to the Marvel Cinematic Universe, Kristen Ritter. Jessica Jones is joining the cast in season 2. This has been confirmed by both her, by Marvel. It's on there. She is officially a listed cast member. 8 episodes in 2026. So apparently she will be in all of the episodes of season 2.
We know that's 8 episodes as well?
Well, that's what IMDb is telling me ahead of time. So
okay.
But yeah, so
that's just that Ghostface. He's really good. He's really that's Lillard. So yeah, he's good at evil. But Ritter, I thought like her. I think she like just not including Daredevil. She was the best one of them all, of the Defenders. I love Luke Cage, but she was so good in the way she played the character. And I can't wait to see the return of her, because do they change her up a bit? Like there's questions you kind of look at, like how do you make her work for this? So she just comes in the same way she was, and rolling through some edits here to kind of make her feel more MCU-ish. That's the real question. Or do we see her put her up on her Jewel costume at some point?
It's going to be a whole bunch of fun to see her. Yes, Matthew Lillard was indeed Astrid. You are correct in your horror knowledge. She was in the first FNAF movie as well, for Five Nights at Freddy's.
I was going to say, what's FNAF?
I saw Andre's brain go, what?
I really had I've never seen any of those and never played the game, so I have no idea.
Yeah. So Daredevil will again be probably a day in drop review series from the three of us. Marvel Talk will most likely not be returning to its typical Wednesday night lineup in the new year. We will probably be sliding it to either a Thursday night after Ring Respect Radio or potentially on a Friday night. Because of course the Empress herself does a watch along on Wednesday nights, and we do not want to crowd her Wednesday nights,
which may be changing. So we will talk about it.
Oh, I apologize. I didn't know about that. I apologize. I just knew that was something that was happening. So I'm like, well, we've got this.
Yeah, we have other times we can do. It's not a problem.
She is indeed a busy bee. We will get to all of that when we get to people plugging all of their good stuff in a bit. Do we have anything else we want to say about Daredevil Born Again season 2 other than
kind of look at the cast, but like majority
of people enough. I'm just so excited. I loved the first season so much, and more than I thought I was going to. I didn't watch the other Netflix ones. I think I watched the first season and that was it. And so I didn't know what to expect for the TV show when it was on, but I was just blown away. I was entirely captivated by it. So
I just look forward to it. I look forward to it. I think it's gonna be good. And like there's rumors we're gonna get Punisher again, but then he's showing up in Spider-Man this summer. He's getting his own series later this year. So
not a series. We'll talk about that when we get to it.
Or the special, the Spotlight special, whatever it is. But like he's getting his own thing. So like, do you really want to have him essentially appear 3 times in a year? And do you want but I would say, yeah, I would like him to show up maybe 1 episode in season 2. Like he doesn't need to be a guy who's there for multiple episodes. He can just show up, help kill some people and get the hell out of there.
All right, we're gonna move on then to our next thing. It is our first trip to the cinemas for Marvel in the year 2026. Spider-Man Brand New Day, the co-Sony produced Spider-Man movie. It'll be the 4th in the Spider-Man franchise. Of course, the return of Tom Holland as Peter Parker Spider-Man after the end of Far From Home. No, Homecoming. Sorry. No, that's the other one. What the hell is the name of this one?
No Way Home.
No Way Home. That's the right one. That's all 3 of them, by the way. So it's coming off the heads of all of that. Nobody knows.
How many years has it been since the last Spider-Man movie?
In the universe or in general?
In general, because it feels like it's been a very long time.
I say 2020. Yeah, 2021, right?
It was at the end of the pandemic.
Okay, so yeah, it has been a while.
Yeah,
because it was right on the.
Yeah,
because it came out right at the same time Hawkeye was out, I think.
Yeah, it was a December release.
There's going to be a crossover, but there was never a crossover, which made me sad.
So coming off the heels of that, where nobody knows who Spider-Man is, we do have the return of Jacob Batalon playing Ned. We have the return of Zendaya. I have this up so I don't see the chat. So if somebody else wants to pull up the chat, they can.
Oh,
for me.
Here it's Spider-Man Home Alone with the hell of a movie film.
Spider-Man Home something. And apparently the new thing is brand. Apparently like the days are going to be the new thing in this new trilogy. But also we do have some new cast members coming. Well, not necessarily all new, but we do have some cast members coming that are coming in and out of things. Let's talk about Michael Mondo coming back to play Mac Gargan's Scorpion.
Yes. He got really good shortchanged in the earlier stuff. So I'd like to see him expanded upon and really become a cool hero in this one. Or not hero, a villain, sorry.
Marvin Jones III playing Tombstone.
Yes, and again, I think we got a really cool portrayal from in the Spider-Man cartoon last year of Tombstone, like a young Tombstone and everything. Where this is kind of going to be a Tombstone that's kind of just been a badass for a long time. Like trying to put the dude Marvin Jones III. This dude looks like he's going to wreck some shit. Like he looks like he could wreck some shit in real life. So yeah.
I was hoping they cast somebody that fits.
It's his rapper name, Crondon. Okay.
Yep.
That's dope. Crondon is his rapper name too, I guess. I didn't know that. That's awesome.
He played Tobias Whale in the Black Lightning series for anybody who watched that on the Arrowverse. So
oh shit.
Speaking of returns,
he played Tombstone in Into the Spider-Verse. He voiced him.
Yep. Yeah.
Okay, shit. That's cool.
Speaking of returns to the MCU, as we said earlier, as Andre said, John Bernthal will be playing the Punisher in this movie. Mark Ruffalo is back as Bruce Banner the Hulk.
Well, he's going to be his Tony. He's going to I think he's kind of going to become the Tony stand-in for this. Obviously, the relationship's not similar because it's the same because they don't know who he is, but I think that's kind of what it's going to become.
Could be interesting. And of course, we have a couple of people with no official designations as to who they're playing. Sadie Sink is going to be in this movie in some form or fashion.
Black Cat.
With red hair, I'm going to doubt it. If you're casting Black Cat, no offense to Sadie Sink, you can do better.
Yeah, but
I'm sorry.
People can change their hair color.
I understand, but if you have, and plus she's also rumored to be in Avengers Doomsday as well. So I have a feeling we're going a different route with Sadie Sink.
What, she's going to be an MJ variant?
Gwen Stacy.
I was going to say it doesn't necessarily have to be MJ. I think
but she's Gwen. She's going to be blonde. She's Gwen. She's blonde too.
I think you can pull off blonde a whole lot better than you can do the black hair for the Black Cat.
Well, I also think too, like when
Black
you see
Cat's
Gwen
hair is
Stacy,
white.
she's not always like blonde. She's sometimes like a strawberry blonde, which is basically red, right? So it's like,
yeah. I'm looking for it. Maybe we just go off. Let's go off the wall. She's gonna be Silver Sable. Boom. Yeah.
I also saw somebody say that she might be Jean Grey, and I was like, what?
No.
That's the big rumor. That's the big rumor is that it's potential Jean Grey.
Yet. They're not casting mutants yet.
They are
there's only one mutant. There's only one mutant in the 616 right now, and that's Kamala Khan.
There are two mutants in the 616. Thank you.
Fight.
Namor. Namor. Namor is technically a mutant.
He is technically
Namor is technically a mutant.
Okay, I forget that he's a mutant. I'm sorry. I apologize.
Trammell Tillman is in an uncasted role as of right now.
Who?
That's what I did, so I had to do some investigative reporting. And in that investigative reporting, I have seen that he was Seth Michalek in 20 episodes of Severance. He was Captain Bledsoe in Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning.
Oh, okay. I know who that is. I just watched that movie a few weeks ago. Okay, yeah. I know.
He also played the voice of Double Tap on the Marvel Hit Monkey series that was on Hulu.
Oh, I never watched that. Now I should watch that.
But yeah, so it'll be interesting. Like I said, it's an uncasted role. I've still yet to see. We have Tombstone and we have Scorpion. I still don't see a villain here. So I'm wondering if we're going down the rumored route of.
You literally just listed off 2 villains.
Yeah. I listed off 2 villains of the week. Those are villains of the week.
Yeah,
those are not full movie villain. They're not the big bad. They're not full movie villains.
But like when you hear Vulture, when you heard Vulture was going to be the villain in the first one, I was like, Vulture, and then it ended up being a goddamn superstar. Dude, Tombstone could end up being a goddamn superstar. Same with Matt Gargan, man. It's how they write them. Like Vulture was a villain of the week before he got his hands on him and made the character actually awesome. So
I'm still hoping for Mr. Negative. Still crossing my fingers for Mr. Negative.
He gets his own movie. He's gonna have his own movie if we get Mr. Negative. He's getting his own movie. And who plays him? That's the question. That's an Asian character, right? That's an Asian character. So,
in theory, I mean, you can rewrite things however you
Martin
want.
Lee,
Yes.
come on. They're not whitewashing or any washing that character because they're not going to take that. They're not going to take that hit.
And then rounding out the cast of people who are on the show as actors and actresses with an uncasted role, Lisa Colon Zayas from The Bear. She played Tina Marrero from The Bear. It's a show I've never seen before.
Okay.
I've watched the first couple seasons of it. I just don't remember. I just don't recognize the person.
In Treatment, she played Rita for 6 seasons in 2001.
Oh, I know who she is. Yeah.
Okay. I'm still unfamiliar with this work, but those are 2 big shows. She played Janet in If anybody's seen that. So again, these are things that I've heard of.
What is it called? Yeah, she's the older lady. Yeah, she's one of the cooks in The Bear. Yeah, I know her. Yeah, she becomes she's one of the chefs. Yeah.
So
yes, chef.
I mean, Avi Arad producing. Oh no, this is all producers. Those are all just random people. Who is in charge of this? This is another Daniel Destin Cretton.
Daniel Cretton, baby. He's coming.
There you
go. He's
Spider-Man is
like more. Give me more with him, man. And Chris McKenna and Eric Summers are writing it.
Yeah, Eric Summers and Chris McKenna. Yeah, it'll be interesting. I'm excited. I always love the Spider-Man movies. They've been fun every time we've seen them out there. So yes, I cannot wait for Spider-Man either. This is going to be a whole bunch of fun. The idea that Spider-Man, nobody knows who he is, that reset, I think is going to be fun. Speaking of a reset, oh boy. All right. Speaking of a reset, we've got X-Men 97 Season 2. Now, I am very excited to see this. However, this is incredibly difficult to talk about because we don't know what's being kept from the former showrunner who Marvel has very, very publicly distanced themselves from.
Yes.
And who will not shut up on Twitter. By the way, I still follow him on Twitter solely to see all the drama he posts and all the things he posts. I don't back him. I don't follow him because I think he's right. I just want to see all the crazy shit he posts. And again, we're going to leave that name out of it. He was accused of things, never proven, so we don't know whether who's right, who's wrong. At this point, is a he said, she said. Marvel seems to think there's a whole lot of more fire than smoke, so we'll leave that where it is. That being said, this was one of the greatest things that we saw when it aired in 2023.
Yeah, the first season was just absolutely bananas, right? Like, did that come out last year?
No, it did not. It came out a year before.
Yeah, I thought it
it
was
was
last year too. Like time is just.
Oh, I'm sorry. It was March 2024. I am wrong. You're right. It is March 2024.
Which is still almost 2 years ago now.
That's two. Yeah. That's 2. That's so messed up. That's 2 years ago. That is crazy. Yeah. I legit thought that was last year.
Yeah, no. Wow. It was supposed to be, and then they had to throw out basically the entire story that he had done and redo some of it. So we're left with the X-Men are scrambled. Some of them are in the past with Apocalypse or Ebon Sabanor, as he will be referred to at least in the beginning of this. And of course, some are thrown to the end of time, seemingly towards the end of time, with Clan Skari, which is the Summers clan that took in Nathan in the future. So we'll see a teenage Nathan Summers in the future. Clan Skari. Cool. So it'll be kind of this time dilated thing with Bishop in the present recruiting a new group of X-Men to help keep the Earth going forward. So we're going to see people like I forget who was on the poster board for last season for some of the voices.
You just talked about Nathan Summers there for a second. Do you think Sadie Sink could possibly be playing Rachel?
Summers? I would love a Rachel Summers. I think that would be a whole lot of fun.
That'd be cool. That would actually be pretty cool.
Yeah. So
never thought of that.
It's hard to tell who's going to be what because they don't really have anything broken down for 2026 other than the main cast. Ray Chase playing Cyclops, Lenore Zahn playing Rogue, Matthew Waterstone playing Magneto, J.P. Karlek with Morph, Jennifer Hale with Jean Grey, Holly Chu with Jubilee, George Beza with Beast, and Cal Dodd with Wolverine. And of course, Ross Marquand, the king of voice acting in comic book things, playing Professor X.
Yeah, Ross Marquand. I love him. He's so good. Oh, absolutely.
Phenomenal. So yeah, this is one of my favorite things. Like this is my favorite TV-based non-Daredevil thing of the entire year. I love the X-Men.
We just have a generic date, right? Just summer.
We just have summer 2026.
Okay.
And this is pushed back from summer 2025, where it was supposed to come out.
Yeah, because how much? Like again, like I know from everything I was reading, they were recording stuff in 2023 and 2024 for season 2.
Yeah.
Right. So
they had things recorded and ready for season 2 right after the first one finished, and then they had season 3 was written but had not yet been worked on.
Because I was at the expo, the Edmonton Expo last fall in 2025, and it was dude that did animations on the first X-Men series, and he's been he's a consulting producer on the. He didn't speak to anything of the, but he was saying they were so far in, and then they were doing a lot more work for the series. So I'm like, oh, interesting, but yeah. So it'd be surprised, as he said they were already working on. Like she said, they were already doing animations for season 3, is what he was saying, and he said season 2 hasn't even come out yet, and they were already working on animation for season 3. So I can't think that they're going to scrap a lot of it, but they're going to scrap some of it. I feel they're going to edit it to kind of go in a different direction, probably, but they kind of have to start in a certain place. You know what I mean? Unless they time jump it, but then it's X-Men 98, but that's just doesn't work.
It's going to be a very time dilated season where you're going to be telling 3 separate stories. You're telling the story in the past.
But I say you could do a jump and just everybody's back together is what I mean by a time jump. You could just say, and then we all got back together and defeated Apocalypse and just go on, or you can tell the story from where they are and bring it into whatever the new showrunner is planning to do going forward, right? So
yeah. And Brad Winterbaum is heavily involved in this as the head of Marvel Television. So a lot of the quotes have been coming from him, where he seems slightly excited for season 2, but obviously he's trying to downplay expectations because drama. Obvious drama.
Drama!
Speaking of things that should be far less drama-filled, season 2 of Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man will be back. Andre, this was last year.
Yes, it was.
This was the January.
I love this.
Was it in January? Oh my goodness.
Yes, this was the January-February release from Marvel last year. Yep.
So again, it's going to be a year and a half in between series. Okay, thanks, Marvel.
Animation takes a lot longer than recording and television. I agree with you. By the way, they've already filmed and are in post-production on season 3 of Daredevil Born Again. Just so we're clear on that one too.
That's already insane, isn't it?
Yeah, they're already that far ahead. It'll be releasing in 2027. Most likely in March again.
Forever.
It does feel like forever.
Just give me season 3 in the summer, please. Just fuck.
Just back to back.
We have no details on Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man season 2. We don't know what to expect. We don't have a cast. We don't have IMDb has nothing.
According to Wikipedia, Big E is coming back. That's all it says.
Oh, okay.
It says Big E, Peter Parker, and Charlie Cox are the only ones there, and then the other ones, yeah. But Big E is back. Let's go.
So yeah, this will continue the story of Nico Minoru of this universe's Peter Parker, who is working with the Osborns as his benefactors. But obviously, Mr. Osborn was trying to do a little bit of naughty stuff last season, so we are now working just with Harry Osborn in season 2 at the end of that. So
okay,
it'll be interesting. I might have
Coleman Domingo. I thought. Voiced the character of Norman Osborn
so well
in fantastic
first season 1. Do we want him in the MCU as Norman? I do. I think he'd do great in real life.
Great. Yeah.
I just say, you guys think he could? Do you think, because there's been talks about him coming in, that people have been talking about him lately, so it's I want him. Let's do it. His voice acting was superb, and I've seen him act in a lot of other things, and he's superb. So bring him in the MCU as Norman, because I think he would do superb.
Peggy?
I mean, I love Coleman. He can be in everything on my TV, and I would be happy about it. So. Yeah.
I'm not opposed to Coleman Domingo doing give me a list. If you tell me Coleman's at the top of their list, fine. I'm cool with it. I have no issues with having an African American Norman Osborn. I think that's perfectly fine. As long as you keep to what the character is supposed to be, I honestly don't care what we do with the character.
Yeah, exactly.
I think Coleman can play anybody or every. If you tell me Coleman Domingo is going to be Professor X, I'm like, all right, cool. Does he have the ability to ride in a wheelchair the whole time? Because if he can do that, cool, I'm down. I'm fine with it.
I cannot wait to see. I would love to see Coleman come in as Norman, and maybe Oscorp has him at Oscorp. You know what I mean? In this world, because we know Oscorp doesn't exist at the moment in the MCU proper in 616 or whatever world we're living in at this point. Because when Norman came from the Tobyverse, he had nothing. Nothing was there for him, right? So maybe he's been running a company not named Oscorp, and he rebrands it as Oscorp. And when he reveals himself to Peter, or when Spider-Man finds, he goes, "Man, this," and you can have the revelation of it's not like every universe they look the same, right? Kind of just like the Peter Parkers. So you can be like, I just think that kind of be cool because he's already met a Norman, to have him interact with a different Norman. I think it'd be really cool.
Yeah. We got Punisher coming in saying, I have a theory about Wonder Man. Damage control will become Orcus.
Orcus? What's Orcus?
I don't know what this is.
Yeah. I'm not a Wonder Man guy, and a damage control is not super.
I was gonna say, Damage Control is a Marvel Cinematic Universe created, the DODC that we saw in the Spider-Man stuff. We saw it in Kamala Khan's Miss Marvel. That's the agency that was doing all that kind of stuff. So, yeah, I mean,
okay.
I could see them playing an overarching villain like the Orcus, if potential. I guess I don't think that they're really thinking too much.
Ascendancy over humanity.
Yeah.
Okay. That's what Orcus is.
Orcus is essentially another version. Orcus is another version of, the X-Men 97's Friends Against Humanity or Friends for Humanity, all that kind of stuff.
Okay.
It's another version of something like
that. Makes sense. It could work. I see why it couldn't work.
Yeah. So again, like we said, we don't have much, but fall of 2026, we should expect more Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man Season 2, which honestly, I'm fine with. I really enjoy that.
Yeah, I'm down with more of that for sure.
And then Avengers Doomsday. December 18th.
Whoa.
There are other things without dates that are going at the very end. Relax.
There are
2 things going at the end.
You skipped a couple things this is gonna bother me. But okay, yeah. Okay.
There are 2 things that we'll talk about that have 0 dates at all, period. Everything went as basically in year order that I could possibly figure out, and then there are 2 things at the end that have nothing. So if you think I'm skipping something, just wait till the end and we'll get there.
I was really surprised that this is coming out in December, since Marvel always does the early May movies, right? So when this was advertised for December, I was surprised. Yeah, because they bumped it, and I was just like, okay.
They bumped it to make sure it is as perfect as possible. As you see, the Doomsday is coming. The clock is a little bit less than that. It is 11. Oh, no, we're pretty close to that. 11 months, 2 days, because we are on the 16th as we go live today. We are on the 16th, so it'll be pretty close to that. Of course, this cast is too numerous to mention.
Everyone's in it.
Robert Downey Jr., Pedro Pascal, Chris Hemsworth, Vanessa Kirby, Anthony Mackie, Sebastian Stan, Edmund Box-Bacharach, Simu Liu, Florence Pugh, Louis Pullman, Winston Duke, Tom Hiddleston, Patrick Stewart, Rebecca Romaine, Mabel Cardona, Alan Cummings, Chris Evans, Kelsey Grammer, and more.
It always reminds me, if you watch Saturday Night Live when you had Stefan, this movie has everything. Like, you know what I mean? It has Avengers and Wakandans. And like, you know what I mean? It's just like it has and everybody. Yes, exactly.
So let's talk here about the 4. We've had 4 trailers released on YouTube for this movie. They've been released a week after they debuted in the Fire and Ash Avatar movies, which, by the way, just with the Marvel connection, I think is hysterical that they chose Avatar, Fire and Ash to put these trailers in. Because for those that don't know, and Andre's kind of weird look on his face, Avatar is the franchise that continues to fight with Marvel for the highest grossing movie of all time.
So so Marvel's helping them get more people. Helping them get more people. It is. That's so dumb.
It is.
I don't like Avatar. I didn't like the first one. Never watched the second one. Will never watch the third one. But that's me. I'm crazy. People hate me for it. So
I liked the first. I have no real opinion on the second because I never saw it. I don't really care about the third because I didn't see the second. I thought the first was good. It's just too long.
Peggy, what's your opinions on Avatar?
I love all the Avatar, and I also believe that they are far too long, and that's the reason I have not seen the third one in the theater, is because I do not want to sit there for 3.5 hours to watch a movie anymore.
And you love going to the theater. I know you love going to theaters.
I do.
So it's
I'm not doing it.
And that's what scares me about Doomsday is this could be 3+ hours, and that scares me a little.
The rumored runtime already is looking at 3.5 hours, apparently. I'm hoping for an intermission.
Yeah, give me a pee break.
That would be great. Give me a 10-minute intermission.
Didn't pee break us on the 3-hour end game, so why would they pee break us on this one?
I know.
Because you're breaking the 3-hour time limit at this point. Endgame was still under 3.
3 hours
This
is sort of
over.
my end, like my top out number for a movie, because then that's 3 hours plus the trailers plus, right? And then if you're getting into that 3.5, no.
Well, I guess it'll be time to diaper up. Let's go.
Jesus.
So in the first trailer, we're going to ignore what Andre just said. In the first trailer, we got the Steve reveal of him in his time with Peggy. We see him coming back on his motorcycle. We see his child. You've watched these, right, Peggy?
I did, but I didn't listen to the first part. You just said it is time with Peggy, and I was like, what? And then I was like, oh, never mind.
Not you, Peggy. His Peggy. I mean, if you want, you can have time with Chris Evans. Would you prefer that? Do you think anybody would mind if you went off for some time with Chris Evans to have a child?
Oh my goodness, what is this?
All right. But no, so we had that first one with
Baby America.
Baby America, yes.
So, a question: is there any the only time I've personally seen Captain America have a kid was in this cartoon called Young Avengers.
Yep.
And it was in the future.
Him and
Scarlet Witch. I was gonna say him and Scarlet Witch's kid, right?
No, there's another one with him and Black Widow as well.
No, Black Widow. Sorry, not Black Widow. Not Scarlet Witch. Black Widow. I'm sorry.
No, he's had a child in another thing with Scarlet Witch as well. So you're not entirely wrong.
Yeah, I just really don't know much lore of him having kids.
It's very few and far between.
Okay.
So
if there was any out there.
I'll say this now because Peggy brought it up earlier, talking about the Russos and talking about stories. The Russos put out a tweet. Let me pull up Peggy's message so that I can read this word for word.
Oh, from the Instagram post? Yeah.
Yeah. I'm trying to find it. No, she sent it in the Marvel. No, you sent it in the Marvel one. I was looking at mine. What you've been watching for the last 4 weeks are not teasers or trailers. They are stories. There are clues. Pay attention. Doomsday has begun.
Mm-hmm.
So the prevailing theory online for this is to say that this whole thing is going to be the God of Stories watching what is happening as it happens. When the Doomsday clock runs out is when time is set in stone, and God of Stories Loki can no longer change anything. Doom is apparently going and collecting children. Again, this is all rumor. This is all speculation based on the trailers we've seen. That Doom has gone off and collected children to help form a battle world, to help form a race of the powerful children. So we're getting the child of a Captain America. In the second trailer, we have Thor talking about love and how she's basically missing and she's no longer with him. And he's trying to help get Odin, give him the ability to help find her. In the third trailer, we have the X-Men trailer where Scott lets out the optic blast all over the place with the Sentinels behind him and the destroyed tower with both Magneto and Professor X there. This is assuming then at that point that we're probably kidnapping Nathan Summers. Instead of it being Mr. Sinister, this could indeed be a Doom coming and grabbing a Nathan Summers or a Cable. And then in the fourth trailer, we have the Fantastic Four, the Fantastic Four's thing meeting up with the Wakandans. We do have shots of some of the Talokan with Namora and Namor. So the potential there is that they've taken Franklin from the Final Four scene, the Fantastic Four post-credit scene. That may end with him taking Nathaniel. And so Doom could be taking all of these children to help him create a battle world. And that could be, this is all a precursor so that everybody understands this is what we're walking into, so that when we walk into this, Doom has already won. And
like Secret Wars that's what this is building, is to build the battle world for Secret Wars. And like to the comments, Dravo 212, his other comment, what is saying, I've seen Steve's life. The edit I saw was for Steve, it's birth. Thor was love. Love, X-Men Death, and Wakanda Afterlife. Yeah, the only change I thought was Steve was birth, but same difference.
Birth and life. It's the same. It's the same.
Yeah,
thing.
Same difference. But yeah.
And of course,
I just hate the one thing I hate more than anything when in lead ups is the speculation, because people want to build something up in their head so high, and then when it doesn't deliver, everybody yells and screams and gets mad. It's what happened in so many of the TV shows. Has happened in the Marvels got lambasted for it because it's not exactly what people wanted. There was other reasons people yelled about it too, but for those that weren't hating on it for that reason, they were hating on it for another reason. And it's just like, just wait for the movie. It's gonna be a movie. They're gonna tell you a story. The more you make up stories in your head, the worse it's gonna be when you don't get what you want. So just stop making up shit. And the Russos are now feeding into it, which makes me even more mad. Fucking a-holes.
You're muted, Ed.
I said, tell us how you really feel, Andre. This is a high-resolution picture from one of the conventions outside of the United States with what is being shown by Marvel as the new Doctor Doom suit. So,
and I wouldn't be surprised to see that we'll get a full trailer during the Super Bowl. That feels like when you always get the big giant movie trailers, right? So,
I think we're gonna, believe it or not, I think we'll get a teaser, a full length,
like a full teaser. 30 second to a minute teaser. You mean?
We'll get a 30 seconds to a minute teaser during the game, and then there'll be an online version that's an extended one that's probably 2 minutes.
That sounds reasonable.
But we're still almost a year out. Like even at the Super Bowl, we're 10 months out. I think that's too early for a full trailer. We're going to get that long form teaser.
Yeah,
it'll be the first public trailer. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, not
something that gives us a hint at the story, a little more of a hint of the story. Because I think they're going to be doing the same thing they're doing with these 4 things. It's not going to be. It's just going to be more hints, more stories they're telling. It's going to be more of that, not the traditional teaser. I think. Yeah.
And great. Dravo's right. Dravo is entirely right. I think that's entirely thing.
Did Andre just reveal he's the Incredible Hulk? Is a great comment.
I mean,
no, I can't. He's
certainly no Lou Ferrigno. I think that whatever we get for the Super Bowl, I think is going to be almost entirely Doctor Doom. I think that's going to be the one where we see Doom doing a whole bunch of things. And I wouldn't be surprised if it's Doom killing Kangs. To be honest, they still have that plot hole that they need to do. I wouldn't be surprised if they bring in a certain problematic person to film trailers for, just to cut that thing off at the bat, so we don't have to worry about it for 10 months prior to the movie.
I feel like we're getting a scene in Doomsday where he just appears above the stadium where all the Kangs are at and just blows it up. You don't actually, you just have to have them as little people down in the ground. You don't have to make it that dude's face. He just appears above, blows it up. They're gone. He moves on with his life, and then Doom moves on as the ultimate universe hopper. So.
Shang-Chi Simu Liu is announced for this movie. He is in this cast. He does have a chair, so he will be back for this. We do know that. Mm-hmm. Maybe he'll just be walking through a stadium with a bunch of Kangs. Like I said, I think that's entirely possible. I think we have to, and I think that's a good thing to have during a trailer, so we don't have to have it during a movie, so we don't have to have people bitch whining and complaining that we had to have that person brought back, because we don't want to bring that person back. While he was found guilty of some things and innocent of the more serious things, he's still a garbage human being that we don't need in our movie.
I also think you're going to have people that would avoid the movie thinking that potentially he is in it, and just getting rid of that speculation before the movie even drops is probably a great idea.
Yeah, just a little scene of him appearing above. You don't have to have his image in it. Just him above that stadium that we saw and blow it the fuck up.
All right,
or you can reuse the footage of the stadium where it's zoomed in, and then it zooms out, kaboom, done. Doom laughs and he disappears. Yeah.
Moving on to 2 projects that are announced for 2026 with no date and or seasonal things. We have Vision Quest. This is the final.
That's not coming ever. It's not coming ever. Come on.
This is the final part of the WandaVision trilogy that included WandaVision, Agatha All Along, and now Vision Quest will be the end of it. This is Marvel has confirmed will release this year sometime in 2026.
Really?
They are in.
Have they filmed anything?
They are in post-production, if I remember correctly.
Oh, I didn't even hear about it.
Animated or live?
This is live. This is a live action. We are getting Emily Hampshire is playing Edith. We are getting Diana Morgan, I believe.
Wait. You mean Edith the yes. AI?
Even in Death, I'm the hero. Yes.
Yeah. I was gonna say from
Dead, I'm the hero.
Movie. Yeah. Okay.
So basically, this whole thing is going to be revolving around Vision and all of the AIs. So we are getting
Ultron that's supposed to be in this.
James Spader is confirmed to be doing at least voice work for Ultron. Yes, I see the names. Paladin. I'm not. Yes. Don't forget Tinea Miller playing Jocasta, which I think is going to be a whole lot of fun. There's a lot of fun and interesting casting in this. Lauren Morales playing Lisa Marani. Farhan Tahir playing Raza. Like I said, James Spader, Diana Morgan. This whole show will basically be...
Oh, James Darcy as Jarvis coming back. Fuck yeah.
Yes. Yeah. So this is going to be the Vision trying to... So the last time we saw the Vision, it's the Vision... he gets the ship of Theseus.
The white Vision, right?
Yes, the ship of Theseus moment where they both basically come together as one being. This is now going to be what happens next from that. And it's going to most likely bring us to the birth of finding out who our new Tommy is as well, I would imagine, because this is the finale of the 3 parts of the WandaVision trilogy. So there's a very good chance that we'll get a Billy Kaplan. There's a chance we'll get an Agatha Harkness in here at some point.
They've casted Rua Reed Mullica as Tommy Maximoff, aka Thomas Shepard.
Yep.
So yeah. Yeah.
But again, there's very little information about this, but the series is in post-production as of right now, and it is set for a release in 2026.
I didn't even think it had started filming. Like, I had heard nothing about this. Okay, that's why I was like, this isn't coming out. That's why I was just like, this is not happening. Okay, I didn't even know it was filming. Okay, even better.
I actually didn't realize it was part of the trilogy, and the only things I've seen have been just images, which has made me think that it was animated at first. That's why I was like, oh, okay, now that I know it's part of the trilogy, it makes sense.
Yeah, it is apparently the final part of the WandaVision trilogy. Let me see. They have directorial people in this. Hold on. All cast and crew. Let me see.
Spider-Man Brand New Day we covered earlier, Dravo, if you want to go back and watch the beginning, because we did everything in the order, the date that it's releasing this year.
Yeah.
But to basically give our summations, we're very excited and very interested in what's going on. We're excited about everything Marvel based. This is our Marvel show here where we review and talk about all things Marvel. So
I think it's 2026. I'm just going to be anti-Marvel for everything, and I'm going to dislike everything we review. How does that sound?
That's fine. Fine.
Okay. That actually, but that can make a great show. You're angry. We're happy. It's really weird because me and Ed are not angry, and you're happy. Content. And it's usually me and Ed it's me or Ed that's angry. You're happy. So it'd be a really cool flip of it all if you're the angry one.
Yeah, we have 6 episodes for Vision Quest with Terry Matalas, Ganja Mortarillo, and Christopher J. Byrne as directors. And Terry Matalas has created this and written all 8 episodes. So,
okay, he wrote them all.
8 seems to be their go-to is like 8 episodes. Is there like Stuart? Am I the Hulk now? Like you won't like her when she's angry.
No, Stuart. You won't like her when she's angry. We are going to get a kick out of it. Ironically, I'm the closest of the 3 of you to Peggy.
Yeah, that's good.
Of the 3 of us, I am the closest to Peggy.
Used to
because
be
Stuart's separated by an ocean, and Andre now has almost the entirety of Canada.
I know. It sucks.
And lastly, for the things that are guaranteed supposedly for 2026, Punisher Marvel Spotlight / special presentation. This will be a show devoted strictly to the Punisher. It will be one episode. It'll be probably an hour and a half long.
Oh, so it's not an actual full show.
No, it is indeed. It's like the Werewolf by Night.
Yeah, because that's what I was saying. Werewolf by Night. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, that was dope.
It is a spotlight. Yeah, it is I don't know I didn't know which one it was going to be. That's why it's written as a spotlight / special presentation. I didn't know if it was going to be one or the other.
I think it's under that spotlight banner now because it's the same as like Echo was under spotlight, and
it is indeed under the special presentation. Yeah,
yeah.
This is the official Marvel poster for it. Special presentation from Disney Plus.
Right.
Yeah, the only things we know is that Chelsea Barea is in this as an unknown role. Evelyn O. Vaquero is playing Isaiah's mother. John Bernthal is playing Frank Castle. And Tom Johnson is playing Homeless Man.
Homeless Man?
That is the official IMDb.
That is a placeholder character. That's a placeholder character because they don't want to release what he actually is playing.
No shit, Dick Tracy. I'm well aware. No, I'm just teasing you. But yes, John Bernthal.
Who in the Marvel universe is homeless? That's my question. And who can we speculate that he's playing?
Director Ronaldo Marcus Green, with writers Ronaldo Marcus Green and John Bernthal himself helping to write this. So
I can see it.
He's very excited for this.
He's very involved. Like he's very like. I think like he cares about the character like greatly. You can tell that he cares about this character.
He made them rewrite his portions of Daredevil Born Again because he was unhappy with what the Punisher was going to be doing in the first drafts.
Yeah, which I respect because again he's played this character for so long. He's kind of got an idea, and you don't want him coming off more of as a joke like earlier presentations have come off. You want him to be serious. You want him to be this, like, there shouldn't be, like, jokiness with this character. I really don't think so. I personally don't think there should be jokiness with this character. Like,
I like him having
jokey. He shouldn't be.
I like him having the jokey, like when we saw in Daredevil Born Again season 1. With him and Matt Murdock, the jokey atmosphere they have together is fine. But he is a serious character who makes jokes. And not a jokey character who is serious sometimes.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. I get that. But again, I feel like a lot of people want to go the other way with it. And that's where it's like he wants to protect what this is kind of his like signature character, right? Like this is like, yeah, he is his signature person. Like he does a lot of other things, but this is that special role for him. So,
all right. Any last thoughts on the Punisher, Peggy?
No, not now that I know it's not really a show. I'm less interested, to be honest. I'd be like, okay, I'll watch it because it's the Punisher. But I thought it was actually a Punisher TV show, which had me a little bit excited. But
nope, sorry.
No,
gun, bang, bang.
Yeah. All right, so now I'm going to go into the future of Marvel based on the information we have at our hands right now. There is only one date staked out for Marvel in the 2027 Disney calendar. That is December 17th, 2027. That is Avengers Secret Wars. It'll be releasing 364 days exactly after Avengers Doomsday. It'll be the final piece of Marvel project that takes place inside the multiverse saga. After that, we will be moving into the mutant saga. And that has already been confirmed by Kevin Feige. Other projects that could potentially be getting dates in the near future, but would all be subject to a date in 2028 if they were feature films are, and this is a list, Shang-Chi 2, Armor Wars, which has been moved to a movie and is no longer a Disney Plus series as it was originally intended. Blade is officially apparently dead, and we are moving to a Midnight Suns project with Mahershala Ali playing Blade still.
That's what it should be, because Blade is. I'm not a huge fan of Mahershala Ali. I've liked him less and less over the last couple of years. It just what I've seen him. I don't want to see him play Blade at this point. I just don't.
Marvel.
If he's gonna play Blade in an ensemble picture, I'm more willing to let it go. But yeah.
I posted the clip for you guys from the 2026, the 2025 year in review that of Marvel that Eric over at New Rockstars did, where he says that he's now able to confirm and release information from enough sources that he can release the information publicly. That the reason why the Blade movie keeps being put on hiatus and keeps living in production hell is because Mahershala Ali is not working well with the people who are trying to make the movie. He is having huge diva issues.
Or somebody else. I mean,
yeah. The problem is
a little old.
Yeah, he's definitely a little old at this point. But when we get to the Midnight Suns, we're going to be able to bring in Dane Whitman to play. So we're going to bring Jon Snow back. I think it was Jon Snow, whatever his name was. What was the guy who played Dane Whitman from the Game of Thrones? I forget what character he played in Game of Thrones.
Oh, from Eternals?
Yeah.
I think that's Jon Snow.
Was it?
Steve played Jon Snow. I don't know. I never watched.
I
watched like 2 or 3 episodes of it. I don't like it.
Yes,
so
it is. I've never seen Dune, so I was like, I didn't.
Oh, okay. But yeah, so the Blade movie will apparently be a Midnight Suns, which means we're going to get a lot more of the dark side of the Marvel universe, the more mystical, magical side.
Ooh, magic!
It'll be fun. Not that magic. We'll get the other magic. We'll likely get her in the X-Men
mutant
movie.
magic. The mutant magic.
Yes,
she's part of the Midnight Suns.
Sort of, kind of. I assume she is, but we're probably going to see her in X-Men projects, probably not in a Midnight Suns project.
Ooh, did we get a Ghost Rider out of this? Maybe, possibly?
Yes. Almost guaranteed.
Ooh, yeah.
Other projects that are going to be movies, there is already a guaranteed X-Men movie that is looking to be releasing in 2028. Black Panther 3 is being worked on by Ryan Coogler and the crew, with Denzel Washington officially cast in the movie in a role. I don't know what role, but he will be in a role in the 3rd movie.
Because it's King M'Baku now, right?
Yeah, it is King M'Baku going into Doomsday. We will see what comes of this coming out. But yes, he is King M'Baku of Wakanda now. He's no longer the Gorilla Tribe. And of course, we are getting a Fantastic Four #2. We'll be getting a sequel probably in 2028.
I'm going to say 2029 for a sequel to that.
I would highly doubt it. I would highly doubt it'll wait that long. There's a reason. I'll go into it when I go into the next part. Also, we have 2 series that are still on the list that have been greenlit that aren't. Nothing's happened yet with them. We have the Okoye series, where it follows her in the blue suit that she was wearing at the end of Wakanda Forever. So there's apparently a Ryan Coogler Okoye series that there's been apparently working on, and Nova has apparently been greenlit for a potential series. So we'll be getting.
Now,
I don't think it's going to be Richard Rider. I don't think it's Richard Rider. Just so I don't think it's going to be Richard Rider. I don't think Marvel's going there. I don't think Marvel's going Richard Rider. Mostly because the guy who would have played Richard Rider is now working for James Gunn.
Yeah, but you can have anybody play Richard Rider. We're going to be in a new version of the Marvel Universe anyways. So you can have a new younger Richard Rider.
But if you were going to have Richard Rider, you would want him to be played by Nathan Fillion. Is my point.
I don't need him to be played by Nathan Fillion. I love Nathan Fillion, but Nathan Fillion doesn't need to play everybody. I love Nathan Fillion.
I mean, he does. He does.
I agree. Andre. Nathan Fillion should play everybody, but he doesn't have to.
No, I know. I just don't think Marvel's going to go to the ultra dickhead Richard Rider. I think we're going to get a slightly more.
But that's what I want.
Version. I know, but this is Disney.
Kid version.
This is Disney. We're not going to get that. Also, the reason why I said that we're going to get the Fantastic Four in 2028 is because of this. These are the 4 dates that are staked out for untitled featured films in 2028 as of right now with the movie database.
That is
February,
really close. Okay, bring that back up. That February one is really close after Secret Wars.
It is indeed. I noticed that too, Andre. Yes. February 18th, 2028. That's most likely X-Men. Who keeps putting
3
it down?
months after 2 months.
Oh, I know.
I'm not touching shit. I'm not touching shit, dude.
I don't know how to do anything.
No, it's fine.
She doesn't have control.
It's the only one that apparently had a timer, so it was only showing it for 10 seconds.
Oh.
Okay. We have the May 5th, May 5th, 2028, I believe, is probably going to be the X-Men movie. I almost guarantee that's the X-Men movie.
No, so what's February? What's February then?
I think that might be Black Panther 3. There's also Doctor Strange 3 as well. They've been working on a Doctor Strange 3 as well, so that could also be that. It could also be Shang-Chi.
Another interesting one is how close the November and the December ones are.
Yeah. Remember, these are not guaranteed. These are the dates that Marvel has staked ahead of time for potential movies. These could change.
Like I could see that February one move to March easy.
Maybe.
It could.
It depends. If it is Black Panther and they might want to put it out during Black History Month,
that's what I'm thinking.
True. Because didn't Black Panther come out in February? The first one came out in February, right?
The original one came out in February, yeah.
Yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah. And then I think May 5th will be your X-Men movie because that's their big summer release. And that's the way they always do it. So your biggest movie will release then. That almost guaranteed to be
the Fantastic 2 will be in November, I would say.
November or December.
Maybe Doctor Strange. Well, if you're doing Doctor Strange, I would want to do that in October. It's Doctor Strange, right? I think
you could do Doctor Strange in November, and you could do Fantastic Four in December.
Well, that November date basically lines up with American Thanksgiving, slightly before it, but you're getting into that holiday season, whereas October's a little early for that holiday season.
I would say you want Fantastic Four in that holiday season.
You want Fantastic Four in the Christmas, not the Thanksgiving.
Okay.
I would prefer if I'm Marvel, I would be wanting to put out a big family type feature during the Christmas holiday where the kids are off school, as opposed to the short American Thanksgiving holiday season where they're off for a day or two.
Yeah, I never understood why you guys have Thanksgiving in November. It doesn't make sense, but okay.
Well, we have Thanksgiving in November because that's when Thanksgiving happened. Y'all decided to steal our holiday and then move it to October for God knows what reason.
Way more sense. Makes way more sense.
What do you think?
Thanksgiving officially was a holiday before American Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
You're Canadian. It doesn't count. Anyway. So that's what Marvel's doing for the future. What are we doing here for the future? Well, we're covering all these projects. All of these projects will be covered in some form or fashion throughout the year. We will be doing Wonder Man. Probably the weekend it releases is probably what we're going to do.
That's what comes on a Tuesday?
A Tuesday.
Yeah. Just like gives us a few days to watch the episodes. I would say
if
like
it's
Friday,
only 8
Saturday.
episodes. Yeah.
Like I'll be at work, so I'm going to need a couple days to watch that. I'm going to need at least 2 days to watch that. So
that's fine. So that would be my estimation, is that we'll watch that. In between Wonder Man and Daredevil Born Again season 2, we will be doing finally Marvel's MCU rebound of Black Panther. I have somebody in place. I have to get confirmation, and hopefully this person will join us. I've been looking for a very particular special guest to join us for this movie because I feel like 2 people with our skin tone probably shouldn't be the ones talking about Black Panther. Just being honest.
Yeah, you're right.
We'll cover Daredevil Born Again most likely on a weekly basis, the weeks that it releases, as close to day in, day out as we can, like we did last time. Spider-Man Brand New Day will be, if the movie's releasing on July 31st, that weekend, you can likely see our review of that movie coming out. So probably the first couple days of August, you can see that one. Probably around the second of the...
I'm going to have to book time off. Because I'm going to see that. I'll be going to see that like on a Thursday night. That's for goddamn sure. So I mean that Friday night, so.
X-Men 97 will probably be 2 reviews, one mid-season, one end-season. Me and Andre wanted to do weekly reviews. We figured that was a bad idea when we did it the first time. We did 2 reviews of X-Men 97 season 1, and it worked out very well. So that's probably what we're going to do again here. And again, all of these things are subject to change. I haven't talked about this with anybody. I'm just kind of going with the flow of what we've done in the past and assuming we're going to continue doing this in the future.
I want to change everything. No, we're changing everything.
I springed this show on them a week ago.
Yeah, but at least it was we were supposed to do it like a week ago, but then it all fell through, and now we're finally doing it.
Yes, but I only told you we were doing a preview show the week before that.
Yeah, that's true.
So
that is true.
Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man will probably be a weekly release like it was last year. We'll see as the episodes get released. We'll kind of figure something out with that one. Doomsday will probably.
I think with Spider-Man last year we did a couple where we were doing like 2 and 1. A couple times,
and that's probably what we'll be doing again. Like I said, it's probably
similar to X-Men.
Yeah. Avengers Doomsday, that will almost guaranteed be a Saturday evening show.
Sunday.
I don't want to wait. I don't want to wait to Sunday. Honestly, I'd do it on fucking Friday if I could.
I'll be seeing it Thursday night and taking Friday off, so I'm down.
Me too. That's what I'm saying. I'm seeing it Thursday night.
That's my plan as well.
Off, so. But I want our viewers to be able to see it, to join us on the review show before we just do it. So that's why I'm saying
I don't need their opinions. It's only opinions that matters are your 2 and mine. That's the only
we are nothing without our chat. So
I'm joking.
Andre's the worst.
I was about to say I'm joking, but they cut me off. So I blame Bobby.
Vision Quest. We'll do Vision Quest when we get to it. When it comes out, when we know more, we'll let you know. The Punisher Spotlight. Once we know when that's happening, it will most likely be like any other movie. It'll be a weekend. We'll go ahead and pop on a show and do a review. Throughout the year, we'll be doing more MC rebounds as we try to get through as many of these as we can heading into Doomsday to get as close as we can.
And we're gonna end with Love and Thunder. Rebound ends with Love and Thunder. It makes me so happy.
I don't think I'm going to be here for that one. I think I'm sick. I'm already sick. I don't want to review that. Anyway, Peggy, since you're the star of the channel, and more importantly, you're the only one of us who really has anything great going on, tell the good people where we can find you.
You can follow me over on Twitter and Instagram at _Ophelia_Pain. That's where I will post everything I'm doing on my own channel, my brand new website, OpheliaPain.com, where you'll find all my reviews. Please stop by and drop a subscription, all the things, all the views. They really make a difference, especially right now with the new site starting. And this Saturday, tomorrow, you will find me on Stuart's Twitch and YouTube, where we are doing the watch party for TNA.
Yes, Stuart. Yeah, by the way, for those
Stuart, he's in the chat. Stuart, on Twitch and YouTube.
I think he's fallen asleep. To be honest with you,
probably.
It is now. It is now 3:15.
Past 3 a.m. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we're pretty tired.
All right, Andre, you're doing slightly less than Peggy. Why don't you tell us what you got going on?
Yeah, I do say this, Peggy. You're all right. You can find me over at Backbreaker Video, where I do the pop spot, where I pop all the spots I love in independent professional wrestling here in Alberta that I go to see. Oh, Stuart is alive, actually. Sleepers for the week. Okay, I'm down. We actually have a new show that is going to be coming out next week. We are recording, myself and Adibus are recording the episode this coming Monday evening as we do our first episode of Pop Spot Presents, where our first episode we're going to be interviewing Canadian indie wrestling wrestler Kamikaze, personal friend of mine. I've known him for a lot of years. Did interview him about 1.5 years ago, my old show Chop Talk. But we're going to come back. We're going to talk again, more about his wrestling career. And we're going to talk a lot about Power Rangers and Ninja Turtles and all the great stuff from the late 80s and the early 90s, because he grew up in the same area as I did, and he loves all that shit. So he's literally, his merch is Power Ranger and Ninja Turtle themed. So we're going to talk about that. So that would Pop 5% over on Backburger Video and all the other great shows I do over there, along with all the great work that Mike does over there. You can also find me right here on Our Local Establishment every Sunday, where I do Point of View with Bobby and sometimes Ed when he shows up. We're going to talk. We're going to talk more sports this weekend. We'll be talking the NFL playoffs as the first two games are going to be decided. Yeah, or 3 games, or the 2 games.
Two
of them. Yeah, 2 of them are being decided on Saturday. We'll be talking about those on Sunday morning and kind of previewing the games for the rest of the day on Sunday. And yeah, then I'll be back here with more Marvel talk as we go along. And yeah, just lots of great stuff.
You can find me at the random places down there. That's not important. You can find me on Our Local Establishment at all these wonderful places. OLE Podcasts on X, Instagram, Threads, all that fun stuff. OLE Podcast. You can find us on Our Local on YouTube and Twitch at Our Local Establishment. We have reached YouTube Partner, the first level of YouTube partnership over here. So if you're watching us on YouTube and you want to support us, go ahead and leave a like, leave a subscribe. If you want to financially help support us to help you know, with all the little things that come with running a station like a channel like this, you can go ahead and give us a super chat, make us read out funny things. I can't wait for that. That's going to be a whole bunch of fun. When people
if I had known that was active before today, it would have been a thing. I'm just telling you. Next
Peggy,
time.
I was going to say, next time you can make me say all kinds of crazy things, including next Tuesday when me and Ash are going to be reviewing New Texas Pro Wrestling.
I forgot you're not doing NXT anymore.
I was gonna make you praise Lola, but I can't do that. Damn it!
I haven't watched NXT in 2 or 3 months. I have not watched a full episode. I have seen clips. Everything is in clip form at this point for me from NXT. I am knee deep in independent wrestling. Right now, there are 3 independent wrestling shows that I wanted to watch tonight that I had to pick one, and I have to watch the other one tomorrow night when I get back from gaming, and then I have to watch the other one on Sunday. So it's been a whole bunch of fun interview. It's been a whole bunch of fun doing all kinds of great work with the independent wrestling scene. We're very excited for taking over every Tuesday night where we pick a different independent wrestling. This week we covered Beyond Wrestling in their Heavy Lies the Crown show that took place essentially over 2 days, as the show started at 7 p.m. and went all the way through past midnight. So they had the first official U.S. match in the new year, which was a death match, which me and Astrid heavily critiqued because neither one of us enjoy death matches, which was fun considering that was the main event.
I know the feeling.
So yeah, but you can, of course, do all the fun shows here at Our Local Establishment, including Marvel Talk, including the Noah reviews, all kinds of good stuff. Bobby Munson, Ring Respect Radio every week, where they go ahead and do a lot of independent wrestling things as well. So thank you all for joining us. We greatly appreciate it. We will see you all very soon, end of the month. 2 weeks. We'll be back here again in like 2 weeks to talk about Wonder Man, everybody. Until then, goodbye.